Good morning. I'm Susan C. Gepilga, Teacher 1 of Bagakay Elementary School, and this is our report in Strategic Planning and Management, Ed 221, a 3-year K-12 Basic Education Strategic Plan. Strategic Plan will guide schools' preparation and their academic and financial plans. It provides direction for the board, leadership, school, and the community about their focus of the upcoming years.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace G. Tantiado, Teacher 1 of the Rogan Integrated School. Making a strategic plan is not an easy task. The good thing about it is that we have the opportunity to give input and suggestions, and we're part of this development.
This strategic plan was based on the SWOT of two schools, the Bagakay Elementary School and the Dorongan Integrated School, both located at Tigbawan, Iloilo. This strategic plan covers the year 2022 to 2025, as we called it, Crossroads of Success. Our school existence is directed and guided by the vision and mission of the Department of Education. As one of the key providers of basic education in the province of Iloilo, we envision that our pupils are taught to be passionate and responsible citizens of our country, who are equipped with knowledge and skills, and are committed to contribute in building our nation as an active educational institution in the municipality of Tigbawan. We commit ourselves in the pursuit of quality education to serve its surrounding communities and its valued stakeholders.
Crossroads of Success with three diverging arrows depicting three goals through the three major program areas: access and basic education services, improved quality basic education, and good governance. With able and qualified teachers, supportive stakeholders, and strong leadership, we remain persistent to work so as to prepare our pupils for a fast-changing pace of time. As we analyze the cause and effect of the combined weaknesses and threats of both schools, we came up with the priorities that need to be addressed to help improve the performance of our learners, such as lack of multimedia instructional resources, absenteeism due to poverty, low performance of learners in some learning areas, and poor health nutrition. Bagakay Elementary School and Dorongan Integrated School Crossroads of Success defines the three major program areas: access in basic education services, improved quality basic education, and good governance. The access in basic education services defines the school's aim and providing learners the needed services that will create a conducive place for learning and will enhance their academic performance. Access in basic education services strategic focus. First, go for gold. Next, think about it, work on it, enjoy it. Third, kagamitan mo, kaalaman ko. Fourth, okay ka ba tiyan? Matalino yan. And the last, but not the least, fixing and making better classrooms. Strategic focus, go for gold. Objectives, inculcate values of diligence, productivity, determination, and excellence among pupils across grade level. increase pupils' academic performance through varied remedial and enhancements programs or activities, intensify parents-teachers partnership in pursuing quality basic education. Measures or activities, conducting enhancement activities and remedial or tutorial classes among pupils, especially among pupils at risk. Recognition of pupils' achievement during quarterly meetings, General Assembly, and awarding of certificates and incentives. Targets, maximum involvement of teachers, parents, and other pupil benefactors. Increase pupils' academic performance all grade levels. Deserving pupils in all grade levels are recognized and awarded with certificates. Think about it, work on it, enjoy it. Objectives. Map out programs to improve reading, writing, and mathematical skill among pupils in primary and intermediate. Develop the skill and leadership among pupils through varied writing opportunities in classrooms and co-curricular activities. Enrich pupils' co-curricular and co-curricular learning experiences. Measures or activities. Intensifying reading, writing, and mathematical program among pupils, both primary and intermediate classes in classroom and at home. Selection of potential pupil writers who will undergo trainings in journalism. Training of pupils in the different competitions in all learning areas in the district level, division, regional, and national level. Allocation of funds from MLOE for the pupils' contest and training needs. Targets will develop reading, writing, and mathematical capabilities of pupils in primary and intermediate. Support from teachers, parents, and benefactors are achieved. Right allocation of fund from MLOE is realized. Kagamitan mo, kaalaman ko. Objectives, acquire and modify classroom facilities and resources and sufficient and quality instructional resources for better learning experiences. Identify potential donors and sponsors in the reproduction of instructional materials. Collaborate with the municipality, business, community, and faith-based organizations to provide a better prepared pupils. Measures or activities. Identifying the different reading materials to be reproduced and to be modified. Inventory of classroom facilities, desks, armchairs, science and math equipment, and computer need to be improved and procured. Seeking financial assistance for the reproduction of checklists, workbooks, and other learning instructional supplies. Targets, more improved instructional resources, 1:1 ratio in books and other reading materials is achieved. Classroom facilities constructed, acquired textbooks, desks, armchairs, and number of science equipment, mathematics equipment, and computers. Maximize utilization of learning resources. Assessment of the effectiveness and status of utilization conducted. Feedbacking from the teachers and students solicited. Okay, kabatyan, matalino yan. Objectives. Identify learner candidates for school feeding program in all levels. Conduct regular and intensified school feeding program and health checkup among severely wasted pupils. Promote good nutrition, healthy living, and positive attitudes among pupils through school campaigns and class activities. Communicate with parents, community leaders, and volunteers from civic groups, colleges, and non-government organizations. Measures or activities. Identifying pupils who are severely wasted from the different grade levels and who will undergo the feeding program. Intensifying school feeding program and health check-up among targeted pupils. Health awareness campaign among pupils and parents via video presentation, class programs, and homebound activities. Targets: 90% increase of well-nourished among pupils in each grade level. Continuous quarterly feeding program within the year. More intensified health awareness campaign among pupils and parents. 100% of pupils and parents are informed of the health awareness program. Fixing and making better class homes. Objectives: establish expectations of the utilization of quality and updated facilities for better teaching and learning experiences. Maintain sites, facilities, services, and equipment to provide a safe, orderly, and healthy environment. Implement processes and plans for maintaining and improving sites, facilities, and equipment. Provide classroom with the technology infrastructure, internet Wi-Fi accessibility, and equipment that is up to date and sufficient to accomplish the school's goal. Measures or activities: identification of classroom needs and facilities for teaching learning requirements. Allocation funds from MOE for physical classroom facilities. Seeking funds from LGUs, PTA, and other stakeholders. Close monitoring and evaluation of the program. Targets: all 100% classrooms are fully developed and equipped with teaching and learning resources. Optimum involvement of teachers, parents, and school stakeholders in realizing goals on facilities. 75% of pupils and teachers have full internet Wi-Fi accessibility.
The goal of improved quality basic education is to improve the learning experience of pupils by providing sponsoring and supplementing the needs of the faculty to promote scholastic and enhancement activities. Thus, the school provides teachers the opportunities to attend seminars and trainings that will equip knowledge and methodology in the teaching basic education. To improve quality basic education, we have come up to 5 strategic focus. Letter A, Project KKK, Kaalaman, Kakayahan, Kagamitan. B, Project Discovery, Artists to Bloom and Athletes to Groom. C, Uplan Tabang. Strategic focus, letter A, Project KKK, Kaalaman, Kakayahan, Kagamitan. Objectives are: first, scan the academic needs, desired skills to develop among pupils, and priority instructional materials and other resources. Second, acquire insufficient number of varied and applicable instructional materials and learning resources through MOE allocation, solicitation, sponsorship, and homeroom fundraising campaign. Measures and activities. First, acquisition of various applicable instructional materials and supplies for the enhancement of teaching learning process. Second, allocation of funds from the MOE for the purchase of instructional supplies and other teaching supplies. Third, communication with the district and division office, PTCA, alumni, and other government agencies and non-civic organizations. Targets: first, sufficient and appropriate number of instructional materials like books, laboratory equipment, computers, and other multimedia for teaching and learning. Second, optimum involvement of internal and external stakeholders. Letter B, Project Discovery, Artists to Bloom and Athletes to Groom. Our objectives are: first, provide pupils with intentional and equitable opportunities to participate in enhanced arts, athletics, and other co-curricular activities. Second, launch Project Discovery for potential artists and athletes. Third, organize pupils' leadership, organization, and athletic groups. Fourth, ensure sufficient budget for the activities of co-curricular groups. Fifth, ensure correct reporting, monitoring, and evaluating of group activities. Measures and activities are organization of pupil organizations, assigned qualified advisors to train and to advise pupil leaders and members to the each curricular group. Number 3, calendar of training and coaching of pupils. Fourth, fund allocations from the MOE for operation of its co-curricular teams. Targets: fully organized pupils teams with qualified teacher advisors. Well-trained school athletes for competitions, budget allocations. Increased number of pupils participating in co-curricular activities by 5% every year. C. Uplan Tabang. Objectives. Number 1. Intensify delivery of basic education services through one-on-one approach. Number 2. Achieve quality result on the performance of pupils with academic problem and or learners identified at risk. Number 3. Construct and submit instructional supervisory plan. Number 4. Organize reports and evaluations on Uplan Tabang. Targets. Number 1. 90% of students with academic problems have been taught. Number 2. All classes have been observed at the end of the school year. And lastly, findings and recommendations from feedbacking are discussed and addressed.
Good governance signifies strong and effective leadership in the delivery of academic and non-academic undertakings. It stresses the greater link between school and community, which is represented by community officials, non-government organizations, and parent groups through consultative meetings and work collaboration. Good governance strategic focus. A. Developing a high-performing basic education institution. B. Stakeholder communication and relationships. C. Commitment to continuous improvement. Strategic focus A. Developing a high-performing basic educational institution. Objectives: establish a set of basic education policies, good practices, and expected output. Provide effective leadership and consistent management. Implement the structure and programs to efficiently carry out this strategic plan. Communicate with the internal and external stakeholders for consultation and collaboration of activities. Measures or activities: communicating the strategic plan with all schools, PTA officials, parent groups, and other external stakeholders. Performance-based compensation is fully observed, evaluated, and reported. Feedbacking scheme is well developed for among the internal and external stakeholders. Teachers' satisfaction targets are evaluated and analyzed annually. Targets: 100% involvement of teachers, parents, and other pupil benefactors. 90% of the established programs and activities for each goal area are met on the specified completion date. 95% of the strategic plan success indicators and activities are realized on the specified completion date. B. Stakeholder communication and relationships objectives. First, foster effective communications and relationships with and among its stakeholders. 2. Strengthen collaboration with community stakeholders to support student academic performance. Measures or activities. 1. Utilization of system-wide strategies to listen to and communicate with stakeholders. 2. Solicitation of knowledge and skills of stakeholders to enhance the work of the system. 3. Communicating the expectations for student learning and goals for improvements to all stakeholders. 4. Providing information that is meaningful and useful to stakeholders. 5. Recognition of achievement of internal and external stakeholders during quarterly meetings or General Assembly. Targets: 100% involvement of teachers, parents, and other people benefactors. 100% manifested understanding, commitment, and support of stakeholders in all schools' academic and non-academic undertakings. 100% intensified collaboration and shared leadership among stakeholders to help students learn and advance improvement efforts realized. C. Commitment to continuous improvement. Objectives. First, establish, implement, and monitor a continuous process of improvement that focuses on student performance. 2. Direct the appropriate interventions to address the needs and to evaluate the status of schools' performance. Measures or activities. 1. Defining a continuous process of improvement that articulates the department's vision and purpose the school is pursuing. 2. Maintaining a rich and current descriptive profile of students, their performance, system effectiveness, and the school community. 3. Employing goals and interventions to improve student performance and documents and uses the results to inform future improvement efforts. 4. Engaging stakeholders in the processes of continuous improvement. 5. Ensuring that each school's plan for continuous improvement is aligned with the purpose and expectations for students' learning. 6. Ensuring that schools' plans for continuous improvement includes a focus on increasing learning for all students and closing gaps between current and expected student performance levels. 7. Providing research-based professional development for system and school personnel to help them achieve improvement goals. 8. Monitoring and communicating the results of improvement efforts to stakeholders. 9. Evaluating and documents the effectiveness and impact of its continuous process of improvement. 10. Providing direction and assistance to its schools and operational units to support their continuous improvement efforts. Targets. The school is successful in meeting the standard based on the vision and mission. Second, strong collaboration and ongoing process for improvement that aligns the functions of the school system with the expectations for student learning. Third, improvement efforts are sustained in the system and each school demonstrate progress in improving student performance. Fourth, new improvement efforts are informed by the result earlier efforts through analysis of students' performance, system effectiveness, and assessment of the improvement process.
Thank you and God bless.